So me and Mark, we witnessed Roy go in the crib and he locked his bike up to the gate. So I'm like, this gotta be his sweet spot because he's always around this vicinity. Like he's always around this area all the time. So Mark like, we over there. I'm like, no, we not. He like, yes, we is. And he just break running across the street. So right then and there, I had a decision to make. Do I go do backup and run over there with my bro? Or do I just stay on this side and slowly but surely walk home? So I'm walking and I'm looking at him. He gets over there across the street by the bike. So I stop. I'm like, Marky, come on, man. Let's just go. He like, wait. So I see him trying to pull the bike off the gate, but it's locked. Whatever he is locked. Come on, man. You make A's in school. It's locked. You don't have a key. You don't have a wristband. So I see him digging in his pocket. He digging in his pocket. So I see him like doing this to the seat, but I'm like, what do he get? So I'm like, man, so I'm steady walking. I'm like, Marky, come on. We got to go home. Come on, Marky. He like, wait. So I see him still trying to pull on the tire. So he realized that he can't get the tire off. This dude did something. He over there poking the tire. You just see the tire go, tss. He takes the tire off the rim part, takes the tire part, runs across the street like, we going, come on. He running across the street. We going, run past me. I'm trying to collect what he's saying. All I know is this man got a tire. He got a tire in his hand. We get a block or so down. We slow down. He like, come on, let's hit this corner. We hit the opposite corner. We don't even keep straight like we normally do. We hit the opposite corner. He like, I'm tired. I'm like, come on, we gotta get home. I'm like, I gotta make sure Caleb at least eat this hot. I'm already late. Like, you have fun at the game? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, we won. And we're going to the championship. He like, oh, almost definitely at the championship game. I'm like, Mark, how you gonna be at the championship game? You know mama ain't gonna let you out. He like, well, look, I'm outside now. I'm like, yeah, with a tire. How you get the tire? He like, oh, I use this. So he pulled out his set of keys. And you know like how you got the toenail clipper? The toenail clipper? You know that piece that you dig your nail, you digging your dirt out your nails? That piece. He bust the tire with that and basically messed up the seat with that. So I'm like, he like, smart, right? He like, watch what I do with the tire. I'm like, throw it in the garbage. He like, no. So boom, we get close to the crib. He like, we got to go up this way because normally we come up the way that we got to pass Bethnam house. So boom, we come up that way. I see Raymond on the porch with his girlfriend. So I'm like, man, bro, this is the time for me to tell him about his phone, right? But before I could even approach him, he saw me. He laid eyes on me. He was like, Brody Doty. I'm like, yo, Raymond, I just was saying I needed to holler at you. So I'm like, here, hold this. He like, I'm holding the tire. I'm like, oh, kilo fool. So I'm like, hey, so me and Raymond, we rapping it kind of in the street. I'm like, man, you're going to be so mad at me. He like, what? He like, I got something I need to tell you. He like, I've been calling. I'm like, yeah, my mom, she broke my phone with a bat outside in front of the crib. And I'm like, the phone that you gave me, she threw it in the trash. He like, what? I'm like, yeah. He like, you ain't go get it. I'm like, I did. But then she caught me again, and then she made sure that it was in the trash. He like, I'll get you another burnout phone. He like, don't worry. He like, thanks for letting me know. He like, look, you know that guy that y'all got into with at the park? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, my brother. I'm like, look, you see the tire in his hand? He like, yeah. I'm like, he done took the dude bike tire. He like, what? He like, man, come here. So Mark come, he like, what's up? He like, you took the man tire? He like, yeah. He like, wait till you see what I do with the tire. So Raymond like, what you finna do with the tire? Because it's like, the tire can't be utilized no more. What you about to do with the tire? So Raymond like, look, I found out where he stayed. So Mark like, really? So he like, yeah, really. He like, but you won't believe how close he stay. I'm like, how close he stay? He was like, right up here by that other school, by the elementary school. I'm like, wait, in that complex? I'm like, it's a big, beautiful complex. It's like 3 blocks from us, right? And they got like, it's by a school, all these stores. It's a night, like, soon as you come in, it's like, it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. So he like, yeah, he like, and I know exactly which apartment. He like, I did a serve over there and I saw him. He like, and the dude knew who he was and where he stayed, but I never knew it was static in the area. I'm like, my boy. He like, so what's up? You want to pop up over there? I'm like, I got to go to the crib. He like, we got to pop over there right now. He like, you just let me know when. I'm like, bet if he keep on doing this and messing with us, I'm like, we'll definitely pop up. Because I'm like, he know where I stay. He know where I live. He know where I stay. Oh, ain't nothing like, let's get this pot stirring because we finna cook up now. We finna cook up. So boom, he like, you smoking? I'm like, man, I ain't been smoking. He like, I got this fat blunt. So it was like fat. He was like, you want it? I'm like, I mean, you got more? He like, come on, man. You know I got more. Don't play with me like that. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So he gives it to me like, hey, I'll get you that burnout phone. Just give me a day or so. I'm like, all right, bet. We shake up. Boom, he gone. Mark, like, all right, look, you ready? I'm like, yeah. He like, we should hit the blunt right now. I'm like, no, we shouldn't. I'm like, we're going to wait. So boom, we get close to the crib, right? Because we own our block. We get close to the crib. He stops in front of Beth's crib and put the tire. So Beth got a door, and then but the outside door is a glass door with the little gold handle where you just lock it like this. She got one of those. So he put the tire on the handle. I'm like, what are you doing? He like, it's for her. So I'm like, come on, let's go. So boom, we goes in the crib. Front door now opening. My mama, she's nowhere in the house. So I goes in the back because I know 9 out of 10 she in the bar. I'm like, hey mom, we back. She like, it took y'all long enough. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, she had to cut the iron for the sauce. I'm like, I forgot I just left it that plain. She like, you left it that plain? You know, boo man, love extra sauce. Is it extra sauce? And I'm like, yeah, you want to come see? She say, sure do. My mama gets up, boom. She comes from out the bar. She opens up the bag. She looks, she like, okay, let me put it on a plate for him. Because Kayla never liked to eat it at the tray part. So she put it on a plate. She goes up there and give it to him, right? She said, look, I'm going to be in the house in the next 30 minutes. She said, please make sure you have my jacuzzi water ready because I'm ready to take my bath and I'm ready to lay it down. I'm finna clock out. It's finna be curtains. I said, okay. So she went back out there to the bar. So Mark, like, he's sitting in the kitchen the whole time. So Mark, like, so you ready? I'm like, ready for what? He like, to get Beth back. You say her and her sister and her girlfriend was messing with you, right? I'm like, what you finna do? He like, I got a great idea and you can stay right here while I do it. I'm like, what you gonna do? He like, it's a surprise, right? He said, mama said she gonna be in here in 30 minutes. Now, my mama was really like adamant about like the time. She was anal. If she said 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 20, that's what she meant. So I'm like, okay, like I really want to see what he got up under his sleeve. So boom, I see Mark grab the house phone. So I'm like, you know, mom gonna notice because she out there in the bar. So she got a house phone out there in the bar too. So it's gonna say if it's in use. He like, I don't care. So he make a call. I'm like, I'm going upstairs. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So now I'm upstairs. I'm chilling. A couple of minutes in the past, I get a knock on my room door. Now, mind you, I'm in the room on the floor. I have no TV, no carpet. My mom wiped my room out. Remember, she said we were visiting. So boom, Mark like, man, I'm trying to be on the phone. I'm trying to ask a question, bro. Somebody on the line for you. I'm like, who on the line? Who is he? Like, they won't say. They just keep asking for you. I'm like, is they calling me Brody Doty or Rashawn? He like, no, they just saying your brother. I'm like, what? I'm like, let me see. I'm like, hello? It's the register girl. She like, you really hurt me. I'm like, I wasn't trying to hurt you. She like, I got a surprise for you. That's why I came up there to the school. I'm like, look, can we talk? I'm like, I work. I told her I work tomorrow, right? Now, I work at 4. Okay, I work at 4. So I'm going to get to see it because of that. I was her releasement. So she was like, well, I'm finna pull up in front of your crib. I'm like, please don't pull up. All you hear is back door now opening. I hung up the phone. Beep. Hung up the phone. My mom like, is my jacuzzi water getting ready? I'm like, oh, I'm about to get it ready right now. So my mama coming up the stairs. She see me and Mark right there. So Mark, I gave the phone to Mark, like out of panic. It's like, Mark took the phone and put it in his pants. He put it in his pants in the back part or the posterior. So you can see the phone just slide down. My mama like, when y'all together, it's just something don't seem right. What y'all doing? But like, no, we're just talking. She like, Rody Dodie, get my stuff together and make sure you get my ice water and everything on the side. I'm like, okay, Mom. I'm like, I got you. So boom, I start her stuff. So as I'm starting her stuff, now she comes back in the house. She shuts down the bar. She comes in the house. Marky, he's in his room. So I'm like, Mom, I just want to let you know, I work tomorrow at 4. She say, at 4 p.m.? I'm like, yeah. She said, I thought you was doing a 7-11 to 11. She had you on nights. I'm like, yeah, but she said she need me a little bit early. She like, I hope you're not telling a story to me. I'm like, no. I'm like, seriously, Mom. I'm like, if you want to, you could come up there. She like, I don't need you to tell me when I could come up there. I just know that you better be up there, because if she said 7 to 11 and then all of a sudden that she got you, what? So it's 4 to 11? I'm like, I think so. She like, okay. So boom, that was that. I washed her back. I went in my room. Now the next day coming, it's time for me to go to school. It's Friday. We have a test. And then plus I got to go to the gym and go talk to the coach. So boom, I get there a little early, right? As I'm getting there, I see Brianna. So Brianna is already heading to the cafeteria. So I got my stuff. I ain't stop at the locker. I go straight to the cafeteria. So Brianna, the girl with the scar, and her other friend, the girl with the scar, she just staring at me. Now, I ain't eating. I'm just sitting at my normal table, the one that I normally sit at. So I look, I see Piper got her table, but she knew there. She got a whole bunch of people there. So I'm like, why would she come at the end? Like, because we all about to get like our final grade and see if we're going to stay there, how our best behavior been and all that, to see if we're going to go back to regular school. So I'm like, why would she come at the end? But I'm like, man, everybody is sitting at this girl table to the point that people are standing up. So she was most definitely taking over to be popular. She was definitely popular. So I'm just like, man, I'm like, why she got to be fine like that? So I'm just checking her out, right? Boom. Brianna comes over there with the girl with the scar and sits at my table with my couple of buddies. So the girl with the scar like, I'm like, what? She like, like I just said. I'm like, I get up. I walk straight out the cafeteria. I'm not finna play with y'all. I'm not finna play with you. So I go on here. I walk straight to the locker. Boom. The bell for the ring. Everybody is coming out. Boom. So we get the first bell and we got the second bell. Remember that. So boom, they coming out. So I see Piper. Everybody talking to Piper, messing with Piper. So Legs come to my locker. She like, hey, I didn't get to tell you, but good game. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. She like, you ready for the championship game? I'm like, yeah. She like, I'm going to be there. I'm like, I know you're going to be there, because I heard that you going to get on the cheerleading squad. Mess with her. She like, no, I'm not. So all of a sudden, Brianna like, oh, look at the couple. I'm like, I say, where your bracelet at? And so she walks off. She's like, where your other girlfriend that pulled up on you at? I'm like, Legs like, what's up with her? I'm like, nothing. She just mad. So Legs like, I'll see you later. I got to hurry and get to the class. I'm like, yeah, good luck on your test. She like, back to you. So boom. I see Piper at her locker. I'm walking past. I got my little pencils and stuff like that. So I'm walking past. I see her. I'm like, hey. She like, hey. I'm like, Piper, right? She like, right. I'm like, just checking. Boom. I feel good, right? Boom. I walk away. That's all I said to you. I walk away. So after that, boom, after we done with the test, time for us to turn our tests in. We had another test to do. Boom, after that test, we was done with that. Now we get to go to the gym, and then after the gym, we could go eat if we want to or go home. So boom, we go to the gym. The coach, he's really more focused on the championship games. I'm just focusing on, when is it? When is it? So I see the coach, he sees me, so he's like waving me down, so I'll go. And as I'm walking to him, right? Piper like, Piper, right? She like, stop. I'm like, I'm just checking. So boom, the coach like, all right, look, the game. I'm like, yeah, coach, when is the game? He like, it's tomorrow. Now, tomorrow will be Saturday. I said, okay, what time? Now, I don't know if I work, so I got to see. So I'm like, what time? He like, it's at 5 o'clock. I'm like, 5 p.m.? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll see. I'll see if I can see if I can come. He like, no, I don't need you to see. I need you to make it. I need you to come. He like, do you want me to talk to your mom? I'm like, no. Whatever you do, don't talk to my mom, right? Don't talk to my mom. Boom. I'm practicing. The cheerleaders, they down now, I'm practicing. Boom, legs come down. I'm like, here you come. So Brianna comes. She like, y'all down here playing together? So legs like, you got a problem? Because I could definitely help you solve it.